Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia, and welcome to a brand new game on the channel in Wildermyth. So Wildermyth was launched about last month, and I've been intending to play the game, and now that we're taking a small break from Three Kingdoms, this is pretty much a great time to try the game out, as they have this prologue mission that doesn't take too long, so we can get a taste of the game, and see if everyone likes it, and see if we should continue with it. So from what I understand, the game is kind of a turn-based tactical game similar to XCOM, with some storytelling elements similar to RimWorld, where your characters will develop stories and also pass on those stories in future generations in sort of this comic book like visual. The combat is very similar to XCOM. It's turn-based tactical movement, and the art style is papercraft. So it's a great combination of things, and I'm eager to try it out. And we're just going to be jumping into a new story here. I'm brand new to the game, so we're going after this initial introduction, the age of Ulstryx, a 3-chapter story that is geared towards new players, faced off against the implacable Gorgon leader, Ulstryx, and we'll try our luck with this one. So that is our main enemy. Standard difficulty, the land's dangerous, won't be punishing us. I think we can jump it up at least once. Tragic hero. Walking lunch. That might be too much. I wonder what the customization is. Okay, so there's a combat portion and a campaign portion. Interesting. Well, let's go with Tragic Hero. Even though we're completely new, I have played a fair bit of XCOM back in the day, and played a bunch of Fire Emblem and Advance Wars way back in the day, so this type of tactical turn-based game I think I'm quite familiar with. Carve in stone, yes, let's play with no save and loads. We're not doing any mods. Map seed, I guess it's just random so that we can use it in the future. I'm going to disregard that and just use whatever random ones here. And we get to pick our party. So this is a little bit of kind of Dungeons and Dragon flair. You pretty much can pick a character with a personality here. Future warrior, future hunter, future mystic, that would be their class. And I think we can even pick, yeah, we can even detail everything we want if we want to change things, or we can just go with all random, because why not? Attracted to woman, their voice, allow random romance, rivalry, children. Yes, we did mention there's legacies where you can carry out the storylines from generation to generation. We have even a little bit of history. Okay, let's do this. Let's not pick. Let's randomize all 3, and we'll stick with this. Poetic loner, snarky hothead, compassionate snark. These 2 are a little bit too similar. I prefer to get someone completely different. So Malia, Cluse, and Vulgar. Let me switch the compassionate snark. Something that's not so snarky. Aloof poet. I also don't want to poet. The romantic intellectual. Galadazard. Maybe an easier name. Ah, Malward. The decisive greedwagon. I can live with that. Advanced starting calamities makes the game harder. Which legacy? No, we'll skip that. We'll just go with the starting setup. I do want to check out their stories. So first is Malia Witsnell, our poetic loner farmer. The story went that Malia was born in the burg of a tall tree to a lonely, frightened woman, while wolves prowled below. Supposedly, she spent years in a very distant city. The story went that she learned her way with money from working among the endless shops and avenues there, not all of them savory. She often wrote of such things, whether or not they were true. She often felt like a bud of burnless smoke, wayward and without reason. Very poetic here, a bud of burnless smoke. And then we'll, create her adventures and legacies to pass on to future generations. And our traits are lucky, creative, and slacker. I'm not going to change anything here. I'm just going to go with whatever's built for us. Endeavoring aspect, alive, full of potential. Farmer, creative, lucky, slacker, human, young. Okay, that's fine. Let's check out our second Cluse, the snarky hothead. A boy was born in Plumpton, perhaps the most amazing, beautiful, ardently admired individual ever to draw breath. Wow. Cluse was born the day after. Oh. Was born the day after, okay. In an abandoned castle where he waited out a rainy autumn, he made friends with a belligerent spirit, unbeknownst to Cluse. Cluse or Klaus? Let's go with Cluse. Let's go with a U. The lost soul hitched a ride in his heart. Wow, what a story background. The twin stars of fear and danger caught him in their gravity. Sometimes they tug him in different directions. More often they pull one way with doubled force. So we have a spirit living in our heart. Okay. Distant, inhabited, destiny. Plus 2.5 retirement age. Okay, I didn't even check the stats on her. 20 charisma as well. Tenacity. Well, she's a warrior. Alright, let's look at our mystic, our decisive greed wagon, Marward Mani. It hardly mattered to his parents whether Marward lived or died. Perhaps this was what led him to brooding and whispering in the night. Rumor went around that he lived for years among a family of bears, teaching them dancing, language, and fire. No one asked him whether it was true. The story was enough. He didn't have much of a reason to fight. He never needed one. So, 18 years young, and closer to a druid than anything. Dark heart. Okay. Anything... Recovery rate. Okay, alright. I mean, we'll get used to these as we go into game. Let's start. This seems like a perfectly fine party. And I think they're spawning the land. And as I said, it's a very kind of comic book style. Is that a deer castle? There's room in it for another story. Oh, this is the book. It's cold. I'm stuck here. Anything to prove I lived, I guess. Not that I've given up. Someone will come. Maybe my friend. But alright, this is how I'll start it. So it seems like our Mayward here is writing the book. Here in our yondering country, something in the woods is very strange. Seasons has passed? What does this mean? Concerned only with the prospect of ordinary strangers, a young woman named Malia takes the seasonal road to the town of Leafside. The road's nice in winter, the town may be less so. Hopefully I don't see anyone who remembers me. Well, but who would remember me? I don't remember them. Breeze is light that day, birds are timid. In fact, the whole world is taking a breath, ready to leap in the sea. I'm there already. Huh? Here's the hard part, getting Klaus out of his house in a timely fashion. He'll have something ready to argue about. That will take all morning, and... that's smoke. Flooding flame roost among the far-off rooftops. Malia hurried towards town, thinking of Cluse, a young man who she's known since girlhood. Ah, we get a pick. Watch me worry and he's fine. Increase our rivalry, so kind of snarky here. He must have tried to cook breakfast again. Haha. I don't know why. I mean, there's no way he, feelings for him, huh? Both of these are pretty snarky. Let's go with the power of friendship here. Clues, you alright? I'll get you out. Just make a little noise. Alright, so that's our story. Now we're going to learn how to use, how to fight in this game. So 2 different colors. Green would be 1 action, single move. Double move will use up our other action and then probably can't do anything for the turn. Pretty standard with most games. I can move around with these keys and I can use the right click to orbit. Yeah, it's papercraft. The art style is very interesting and very fun. I guess these fires we would burn 2 damage, right? So that's a rock. +4 warding, so I'm guessing that's like some sort of defense, and there's a health on the rock until it breaks. There are some wood piles. That seems like a great cover for us. That's smart. It's avoiding the flame. I like that. Let's just go here. And look at that papercraft go. And it's our second turn. We can attack the scenery, like the wood, and break it. Or we can keep moving. Well, there's a house. Look at that. Oh, tree stump. I mean, let's go to the door. Okay, there's a hotkey for that cue. His house still standing, at least. Clues, shout something. She doesn't know. Why is no one? Door unlocks. Clues, shove it open. Hey, do you not smell the... I smell the smoke. Get inside. Huh. And then here's a bow. Slams it shut. Your bow. Yeah, I'm not trying to shoot out the fire if that's what you're about to say. Actually, there's... Alright, we got a monster. A monster in the garden. So yeah, I'm very annoyed. Attitude on this boy. Staying in here isn't really an option. Right, so here. I got some tools around. You're stronger than I am. You can swing something pretty good. I bet we can at least drive it off. Now we're gonna pick our weapon. Pitchfork, pickaxe, frying pan. As cool as it would be for us to specialize in a frying pan, given that we are a female character, let's stay away from this and go for the pitchforks. It can be killed, right? Just be ready when you open that door. We got ourselves a row. Hoofs thrown sloppily around beneath it. It runs staggeringly, bellowing in its agony. Okay, so it's somewhere over here, I guess. This door. So we'll get into position first, and then attack it next turn. And we'll just wait. Alright. Why don't you open it? F1. There we go. Oh, we can also turn off the lamp. Huh. Cool stuff. Open sesame. Anybody home? I wonder if we can do multi-moves. Ah, we see it. Standing adjacent to ally walls them. Reduce incoming damage by 1. Okay. So we can't really go up there and fight like that. I could just... I guess we'll just wall up and take the damage. We can stand next to the fire. You can at least take away 1 avenue of attack for the monster. But then I would have to wall him up. Let's see how far he can go. I can't cut back to his turn halfway. Okay, so we do have to finish her turn. We're just gonna stand here, actually. Yeah, he can't move that far. This way we're walled. Let me just move next to her, get a clear sight. here. And we get a shoot. 3 damage, 127 range, takes aim with his farm bow. Three damage. 2 damage back. Alright, moving in for the kill. %stun too. Ooh, blocked. So I need some range to get him. Too close. That should do it. Huh, even experience, even though I did all the damage. We are now a greenhorn warrior, Malia. Warriors like Malia are built hardy, enduring, with a natural aptitude for battle. They develop powerful techniques for close combat. Choose an ability. Vigilance. Heightened sense allow it to perform up to 2 reaction strike per turn. So return damage, I guess? If Malia ends her turn by moving, she'll automatically enter Guardian. As a swift action... So swift action basically don't take a turn, I'm assuming. Malia engages a foe, forcing it to attack her. It's a taunt. Must stay in range and maintain clear line of sight, +1 armor per engaged foe. Range 4 plus potency. Guess potency would be a stat. Up to 2. I don't know what Guardian does. That's the thing. Or else I might go for this one. Let's go for Vigilance. Counter-Strike seems fun. And Kloos is now the Greenhorn Hunter. Hunters like Kloos thrive in the wild, surviving through stealth and a peerless archery. They master their surroundings and bring down large quarries. Flash Cone. Once per combat, Kloos throws a flash cone that blinds enemies and deals 0 magic damage. If thrown at ally, they will be hidden. Huh. Blinds enemies and hides allies. Kind of like a smoke grenade plus a flash grenade all in one. Fox Flight. Passive/active. Kloos has +1 speed. Once per combat, as a swift action, activate to dodge the next 2 attacks against him. Disables the passive of +1 speed. Kloos draws back, using a range attack on the first enemy who enters the threatened tiles, dealing an extra +2 damage. So this is like Overwatch. If the shot is not sprung, Kloos gets a free attack at the beginning of his next turn. Ooh, that's really... all 3 of these sounds really wonderful. I quite like the ambush, and because even if we miss the Overwatch, we end up getting a free attack. So 2 attacks in 1 turn. We found some items. Sash of Atonement, potency +0.7. That's pretty much it. Salvage +1 spell thread. Oh, we can salvage it instead. No, I think we can wait. We can have someone wear it. Potency, I mean... Let's give it to the guy who actually landed the kill. It looks fine on him. Oh, claiming the gear is permanent. Ooh. Sure, why not? Well, that was easier than I thought. Bring on the next one, right? Creature's death is quiet. It seemed to slip from life in a few stunned, hazy blink. They spent a piece of the day getting the flame under control. The damage isn't as bad as it could be. Townsfolk emerged from hiding to fight for... Oh, should have read that one first. Some full of curiosities, other visibly haunted by what they have seen. Mayward? We should go, Mayward. We should go. Mayward is alone, which isn't necessarily worrying, but just... Anyways, a promise is a promise. So we're looking for our mystic here. He's at that ruined tower by now. I'm thirsty, and this place is in rough shape. Others can take care of it, but Mayward's will be waiting for us. What happened today could be happening everywhere, couldn't it? Something about that tower is just stuck in my mind. It's like when you get apple skin in your teeth. In your mind teeth? Huh? Yeah. Anyways, I just think... We said we'll meet him. We should. The tower's in the hills. You been there? Yeah, once. Actually looking at the tracks. They come and they go that direction. Malia and Clues follow the pounded path of the monster's feet, hoping for the best and dreading every other possibilities. Let's talk about Mayward. Just be breathing, okay? So we can all yell and go home, rivalry with him. Let him be alive and unhurt. Mayward, you said you'd be fine. Don't make me call you a liar. We can romance here. I forgot what his preference is for gender. Let's stick to the power of friendship for this. A wordless while passes between them, but the quiet only heightens their worry. You have known Mayward longer than I have. He's pretty capable, I feel like. Oh? Yeah, Mayward's a little pushy at times, but he doesn't often disappoint me, you know? Weird things do tend to happen around him, but I'll say he's probably up there now, figuring things out. So we're supposed to go find Mayward at the old tower. So it'll be here, in the swamp of Gusterlund. Oh, Q, right. 0 days away. Okay, so we have to travel there. Labor time 3. So basically there's some like stat bonus for him. I mean, we can't use him because he's not in the party. Let's go. He's healing. The previous night, the tower where Mayward had arranged to meet Malia and Clues is a place he often used to escape to as a boy. He knows its rooms and floors so well, he could survive being chased through them. Cough, cough. And now I wait, I suppose, continue coughing. Dusk get deep as rain puddles in here. Alive is alive, better have a plan if that beast breaks through. Seems like he's surrounded too. You're a rare beast. Oh, he has the beast kind of like stuff beneath the furnitures here. Folks would pay to see you. I'll pay not to. The tower is an heirloom of an earlier people. The locals have lost the legend of it. There is an Eden dignity in the stones. They stand for standing. They stand for standing, though it seemed they guard nothing. But as the old will tell you, precious things go overlooked in a ruin. What lodges amid the bones of failure is often the dream that drove it. Guess what we find is a weapon, huh? No, a book. That book. Why have I never? Gonk. Easy there. Guess you're wondering why I'm talking to myself, huh, beast? I'm also wondering. Mayward bends to pull it loose, and it glows. The book, heavier than its slender spine, suggests Wildermyth. Look at all this. It's full of strange stories, the folklore of folk long forgotten. Circles of the ancients is wild nonsense. How a woodcutter can read the rings inside old trees to find the exact moment a grove begun calling itself a forest. Chant of the soil. Lacks any satisfying action. It's told through the mind of a blind, deaf tea grower. His nose is so sharp, he learns the songs of the scented earth, and so avoids slaying worms with his shovels. The leaf-side dancer. Claimed there once danced a woman in so many spinning circles that she stopped moving, and everything else begun to turn instead. Mayward reaches the last word of the final tall tale. A few blank pages are left. This book. Something in him feels like it's coming loose, but he can't tell exactly what. There's room in it for another story. It's cold. I'm stuck here. But alright, this is how I would start it. Here in yonder country, we were writes, words are ready. Old men have formed in the fabric of everything, and he's beginning to recognize them now. Some are just misgivings. They've crept through his body like the sourceless aches one wakes with. Others are more substantial. Now they seem lightning plain, a promise of thunder. For in the wild black woods where birds once belled, a hateful silence turns. Pain lights Mayward's head, subsides. I made it to morning. He lowers his weary eyes. His stories lie before him in luminous script. Empty pages have sprout behind it. Why do I feel powerful? He pulls the spoon from his pocket, or he slides a branch from the rubble. It's sturdy. It has a palm-loving twist. We're gonna go with the typical staff here. We didn't go for the frying pan. We're not going for the spoon here. Well, beast, it's time. I'm getting out of here. Fokar, a rager. Looks like a boar here. It charges without seeing. Mishappens, tusk swinging wildly. Use interfusion to kill from a distance. We can use the objects to kill him, it seems. Okay, so if we bravely step outside, next to the knives, we can use basic interfusion to do 2 to 4 damage in a 5 radius range. A barrage of books. He's over there, I know, because he's underneath that stuff. There he is. Hello. Alright, use the interfuse with object. Ability to connect fires. Oh, it's also a quick action. The hollow diamond means it doesn't use an action point for the first time that you use it. 2 damage, 1 shred, 1 pierce. So if he has armor, that shreds the armor, and the pierce probably causes bleeding. Alright, let's see what we can do with the bookshelf. You are now interfused. Oh. Oh, so we're actually fusing. So we are. Oh, wow. Okay. So we can now splinter blast. So we basically possessed it. So we get rid of the armor, 2 damage, 15% stun, and yeah, let's do it. 3 damage, 1 armor shred. Awesome. Yeah, we're safe on this side. So we are basically hoping to interfuse with different objects. A rope to constrict someone with 6 range, a serpent of animated fabric. Oh wow, this is quite cool actually. And we're gonna constrict him. For the win here. And we're now Greenhorn Mystic. Seems to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 tiers. As a Mythic, Mayward has acquired the knack for interfusing his spirit with earthly things, drawing on these bonds to enact formidable magics. We can be an Earth Scribe, advanced interfusions. Allies may wall with interfuse objects as a passive. Stone, passive. Grant extra armor, warding, and temporary health, I guess, temp health. Active, rock shield. Bone wall. So like with stone objects, with bone objects for defense. Myth Weaver. Statues, passives, +1 potency per interfuse statues. Garb. 50% chance mythics reflex damage will interfused. Ooh, that's good. Using books, lore dump active. Don't know what that does, but sounds pretty cool. Textiles, greater constrict, so like the rope. Arches, Mayward bonds with the earth and summons from seedlings and slits a wondrous tree that pins surrounding enemies. So we basically like summon the tree, right? And pins down the enemy. Kind of cool, but I kind of like the lore dump on the book. But obviously, if we don't find statues, books, or textiles, this one's useless. But the passive is nice. 50% chance that will reflect damage if we are interfused with something. Let's do that. Fox Quartz Sash. Extra armor. And get an ingot instead. I don't think he needs armor, right? On Mythic? Feels kind of wasteful. Let's get the ingot this time. More monsters roam the ruined halls and rattle the rotting furniture. But I guess Marwood. We can call him Mayward. It depends. Let's go with Marwood. Marwood moves quietly, sensing his way in the dark. Daylight lands on his wrist. Cool wind soothes his tired eyes. It's still the same world. He closes the tower door, gentle, to make no noise. That was the mythic art that I did, right, tower? Where would I get it from? Could it have just happened? Is it just one of those things? Things a man's born with that might blossom in his life when he needs them. Well, I might not deserve it, but you never turn down turkey. So they say. Marwood? Of course, this means I got some new responsibilities suddenly. First one, maybe to figure out my limits. Marwood, you alright there? Hey Marwood, something's up. Yeah, I forgot you two were coming. I'm sorry, I just had the weirdest night and day, and Malia and I only barely made it. Yeah, see that smoke on the horizon? That's from the town. Yeah, that's Leafside. It burned? Grrr. Alright, we might have a different fight, huh? Things are different than they were. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you ever seen something quite like this. Monsters, sure we have. We slay monsters. Okay. Well, I do magic. Yeah, try to show us up. Assault. Gravel Cursed Stone. Lurking Gorgons. We have little tokens here. You discover a new site, still under enemy control. Click on the banner to assault it. And I guess these are the potential rewards, I guess? And party up to 5, it seems. Let's have our first battle here. I'm not the one with the plans. A perfect understanding isn't likely to emerge. What these beasts are, where they're from, what drove them to attack the town of Leafside, but letting them nest here feels like the wrong idea. Just do what comes natural? Sure, well... Back in my house, it was pretty simple. I killed the beast before it kills you, plus courage. I just came out of there. If we're methodical, patient, we can fend them off at least. Stoicism. Let's have the guy with the magic lead. Alright, Stoicism, all heroes plus 1 armor plus slash warding. Okay, not bad. We got some raccoon ones. Scrambling through the shadows, its barbed appendages eagerly twitch and row 1. Hoofs thrown softly around beneath it. It runs, staggering bellows agony. Okay. Yeah, we kind of already guessed this. The swift actions basically can be used once for free. Ah, stone. Okay, and there's our 2 beasts. Silk Step. Slips into the gray plane. He is hidden to enemies and his attack ignores armor. They don't have armor. It's neat though. He has a skinning knife. We also have our ambush. We're next to this woodcutter's axe. Yeah, we're not going to be able to burst anyone down. I'm going to try to use some cover if we can. I'm just going to cover this doorway here. I guess we wall ourselves. But there's this book in the back. Can I interfuse with that? No, out of range, I think. Now we can. Lore dump, that's the one we learned. Overload an enemy's brain with knowledge, dealing damage and stunning them for 2 turns. Oh, okay, I like this one. Dumping lore on them until we stun them. Alright, so we're gonna lore dump. I don't know who's more dangerous. %85% chance on him though, so I'm gonna go with the hit rate here. Alright, we're gonna take a passive approach here. And we'll be the tank. Yeah. We can enter Guardian. End your turn, wait for the enemy to come within range, hit up to 2 enemies with melee attack, +1 from Vigilance. Yeah, so basically Vigilance give us an extra hit. We could have got Guardian, which automatically puts us in Guardian if we ended our turn with a move. But instead we have to use 1 action for it, which still seems fine. Whoa, he's ranged! And he's stunned. Okay. Do I get that extra attack? The prepare shot, which is free. 100%. Let's take it. 6 damage. Just get him killed. So because he's ranged... Actually, we should probably move then. Get a little closer. So have a better chance to hit him, I guess? 55. Maybe we should try this grade play. We'll become invisible. Buy the book, sneak up to him. Alright, we're still going to interfuse. Maybe, what does this do? It's a lamp, flare, basic interfuse, blinds enemies. Can I lore dump him again? No, already used it once. But the range is not far enough on these, I feel like. Ooh, 6 range on the rope. He has, what is this, metal bucket? Shackle him. Ah, let's do that. Let's walk up. Shackle for 1 damage, pin him down for 2 turns, but he's ranged, that's the thing. And defense are lowered. Tools are torn. Deadly Whirl, 2 to 4 damage, 5 range. Alright, we're gonna lower his defense then. And then maybe she can finish him off. No, 4 damage is not enough, but we'll do what we can. Oh. He can't do anything when he's pinned? We'll take the win. Alrighty. She got more experience. Got a torch for the offhand. Action lights fire. Huh. Right, she has a 2-handed weapon, I guess. How does he have an empty hand? But I guess he does. Oh, when he's using the knife. Sure, we need someone with the fire. The last mishappened creature folds its bones and dies. Blue fluid darkened the dust, so calm, accepting death, not natural at all. Natural if you're suffering. Hey, look at us. Look at what we did. Yeah. Day drops, day rises, dust is sweet, the sunrise sweeter. It's not long before they have cleaned the old tower up a bit. We'll be working on this place forever, I'm telling you. Someone's gotta keep fighting. On our roads, our hills, in our wild places, the threat will only grow. We all feel that. Let's not wait to be overrun. We are a company of heroes now. We'll walk the land, we'll fight, people needs us, we'll give ourselves a name, and make sure it's one they'll sing. Sounds like you thought about this. Name the company. We'll be called Degsy's Crusaders. Well, how about the Wanderers of the Boar? Maybe the Master of the Invisible Peace. Oh, these are terrible. Huh. We are clearly the Legends of Leafside. After that, the three of them are inseparable. Rumors are rampant, heroes are needed. This world will be flooded in sorrows, but its defenders are joined by a flame that night. Here follow the tale of Legends of Leafside. Be remembered. Calamities, your enemies improve their strategies after every fight. Ooh. The Gorgon Raccoon, corrupt path. This monster is now stronger, leaves a trail of corrupted ground behind them when it moves. Cannot cancel. Cannot cancel. Huh. Sometimes maybe there's a choice or something? Can't cancel the growth? Oh. Different monster styles, huh? The deepest. The deepest. The depicist? Ah. We have only dealt with these two. Okay. Clear all hostile sites. Scout Grand Rascal Corpse. Get legacy points by taking new sites. You can spend legacy points to do the following thing. Recruit heroes. Build new stations. Or cancel calamities, like the corruption that we had to deal with. Secure site. Once a site is free of enemy control, you can spend some time to secure it. Secured sites provide resource now and at the end of each chapter, which you can use to craft gear at a town or between chapters. We're Year 1, Winter, Day 25, paused. 130 days until the next card. No infested tiles. And we can secure this if we want. Recruitment opportunity. Legacy cost 3, so we need some legacy costs or legacy points to do that. But anyhow, I think this is a good ending point for this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see you guys next time as we look to continue this with our 3 young adventurers here. So until then, bye!